Good afternoon, Line Golf Academy members and guests, and welcome back to another episode. Today we're going to talk about how do we use other sports motions and apply it to the golf swing. So many times I have students that play baseball and they come to me and say, oh, I have a baseball swing, it's not a golf swing. Or I play tennis and it's not a golf swing. But you know what? Baseball and golf are very similar. Now the only difference that I see is I've come up with a coined phrase called the sports plane. Now I'm sure there's other phrases out there that actually have a scientific name for this, but basically for me, if I'm trying to hit one object with another object, it all depends on the plane that we're trying to do that in. So baseball is typically knee height, so our plane is a lot taller. We don't have this extreme bend over like we do in golf. But if you take a look at impact positions, if I'm a baseball player and I'm hitting a home run, I'm in this position. If I just tilt a little bit lower, I'm in a golf position. So it shares very similar traits. Same thing with tennis. If I'm hitting the tennis, I'm connected to here and I'm just basically turning my body at my target and I have that released after. Same with throwing a ball. If I'm throwing a ball, I turn, I release. So everything is based on conservation of energy. So there's three things I want you to remember for energy in the golf swing. Number one is potential energy. That's the amount of energy that you potentially can create based on your positions. Then there's kinetic energy. And kinetic energy is how much energy is at that golf ball when you strike it. And it's handed off by the conservation of angular momentum. Now, what does that mean? Basically, the longer I conserve my angles while creating energy, the better I can hit that golf ball with more energy. So I see a lot of loss of conservation of angular momentum when I start seeing students stand up, move to the left, and have to flip. They're releasing too soon. So the goal in the golf swing and the goal in most athletic motions is to keep your spine angle as still as you can while you turn around it. That allows you to hold that angle a lot longer. Now, simple things like motion is a big deal. So if I can't take my right arm, if I'm a right-hand player, and I cannot move my arm back to here, I'm going to have an issue trying to get in that slot because I physically cannot do that. So that's why it's important to make sure that you work with somebody who understands the range of motion issues that it can cause. So I brought this baby out, and this I had to go find deep in the catacombs of my garage office. And what this is a punching bag. Now, no other athlete in any other sport conserves their power better than a boxer. It all comes from the body. You never see anybody knock somebody out with their hands separated from their body as they go deliver that punch. They're always connected. The right arm is always connected to the body. And how do they deliver that blow? They basically steal ground force, jump into it, and punch in. Now, so basically that's how they deliver the power. Now, how can we learn about that and apply it to golf? So start to look at other sports motions, because I'll do it from the side again here. Just like in golf, we want to conserve that energy. We want to go from the connect here. As we turn into it, we really want to try and steal that ground force and jump into the golf ball and strike it with our body. And that means pushing into the target. So if I'm here and I want to strike this punching bag, I'm not going to strike it like this. I'm not going to strike it like this. I'm going to strike it together. So I reconnect here and then into the target. So that can really help you. Now, make sure you tape your wrist if you're not used to that, because I don't want any dislocated wrists or anything like that. Even if you go to your local pool hall, there are guys out there and girls out there that once they set that break, all the balls go bouncing around. Now, how do they make all that power get through their cue? So it comes down to holding that cue straight and keeping that angle the exact same, but they're not doing it just with their arms. They're really going into the ground. They're pushing into the ground and delivering that power together. So again, simple things like breaking the cue ball from the body. So bottom line is, what can you learn from other sports motions? They all share similarities. Conserve your power, create as much power as you can, and do it while maintaining your posture. So if you like this, hit that like and subscribe, and also go see a golf pro. They can really help you gain fairways and greens.